What's up, guys? It's been a minute, so we're going to start today off with some updates. Before I get too into today's project and kind of touching bases with everybody and letting you know where Thrash Chassis has been, what's been going on, and kind of where we're going. Before we get into any of that, I need to clean. Dustin showed up.
Hello.
What are you doing today?
I'm going to press in some bushings, just the front lower control arms with the energy suspension bushings, so finally get the last piece to the puzzle finished, and then my car will be 100% gone through and reliable.
Alright, so I got the toolbox cleaned up a little bit, made a good headway on getting the shot cleaned up, I guess. Was that even on me? Stupid ass. It's not anywhere close to done, but it was a nice improvement. I actually have a toolbox surface I can actually work on now. Last time I was out at the shop, I started diving into the car. As you can see, it's on jack stands and everything. Inner tie rod, offset, inner rack, offset spacer. Fuck, dude. Inner rack. My rack offset spacers had come loose, as well as like the coil, like locking collar. So I had a bit of play in my coil. That's why I was binding up. So I've got all that torqued down and everything's good left to right. At Hot August Nights, I started having issues with my brake booster leaking. I was kind of playing with left foot braking. And so that was, I think I just overdid it because I didn't really know what I was doing. And so my booster went out. My master's been leaking since before Bash. I've just kind of been like trying to live with it. That's under warranty. The booster's not. I have an extra booster. I was going to deal with all of that. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I have all the shit to do a brake booster delete. We're just going to do it. We got to this point. And I was going to record all of this, but I had totally had the wrong memory card for the camera. I have the right camera for the memory card, and so it wasn't going to work. Figured I'd just come out here next time. I give you guys a quick rundown on all of this. Here we have a Z31 master cylinder. Most people do Z32, but this is I think an 89 15/16 master, which felt really good with Z32 fronts and S chassis rears. So if you're in that same brake setup, check that out. This is the booster. Obviously, we know that's bad. The diaphragm's got a hole in it or something. And this is essentially what we're replacing it with. So this is a Willwood 3/4 master, single outlet. This is a GK Tech adapter plate that pretty much just bolts into the same place that the booster does. And then you bolt your master cylinder to it from the back. And then they also send you this little pin. This is what connects to the brake pedal. And that's it. I mean, that's where we're at. This is Michael's. He runs the Chase Bay line kit. I just didn't have that kind of money to drop, $300 or $400 on brake lines. So I still had this NiCop from when we did the hydro. And I started making my own brake lines and everything. And so today we're going to be working on this and crossing it down underneath the engine along the cross member over to the passenger side. And then where the brake tee or the brake fitting is, like the joining piece that connects the rear line to like the undercar side, we're going to be running a Willwood proportioning valve. I do have the Chase Bay one as well from Michael, but before I knew really how these worked, I blew into both sides, tried closing and opening it, and I noticed like it never like closed. So I got this Willwood one thinking that one was just defective or had gone bad or something, and turns out these only do like a 57% reduction or something, so either way it was never gonna fully close. But since I got this Willwood one, it's only like $40. I just figured, fuck it, I'll put a new one in. I'm gonna go ahead and get started using my brand new to me, Blue Point brake flaring tool, which I know you guys know I have the O'Reilly one and a Harbor Freight one, and this thing puts both of those like to shame. This thing is so easy to use, so it's worth the money if you're going that route. right, so I'm gonna make bend my brake lines real quick. I just figured I'd take this time to kind of catch you guys up on everything that's going on with me, with Thrash, with just everything. I have not been recording videos for a few months, well, about a month. I guess it's a little more than a month. Partially of school, partially because I've got some health issues that have really had me kind of depressed lately. I don't want to say I'm over it or past it, because I'm certainly not. I know a lot of you guys are really curious about like what the fuck is going on with the VH, and a lot of people have been, you know, like, where's the rest of the Everything You Need to Know series? Why aren't we posting anything about it? That really comes down to where Michael is at. He's got some shit going on with him too, and he's pretty much at a point where he's just stepping away. I don't think we'll be seeing any VH content anytime in the near future, unfortunately. So for all of you guys who are here because of that, you know, I'm sorry that that's what it's come to, but there's not really anything I can personally do about it because it's not my project. Michael's gonna be doing his own thing. He's going off on a little sabbatical. Is that the right term? He wants to talk to you guys about it, but I need him to kind of set things in stone instead of like, this is what I'm gonna do, and then that changes in a week, and that changes again in a week. And so once like, you know, he's got all of his stuff kind of figured out, we'll kind of fill you in on how that's going, why that's what, all of that, just what of that. That being said, I'm not sure. You know, I'm gonna keep recording videos and posting because I genuinely enjoy doing this. Like, I find it fun. You know, if nothing else, it's cool to have, you know, my story documented. We aren't a huge channel. We don't get crazy numbers of views or any of that. Yeah, so I'll keep posting as things come. I still have to do a cage this winter. I'm going to be buying a new helmet here so that I can afford, or I can drive at Sonoma and I can drive at Stockton. And so I need a Snell helmet for that. We're going to be caging the car too, which that's still on the plan. I've got some other opportunities that have popped up, which I'm sure some of you are familiar with. And if you're not, when I'm ready to, when it becomes a for sure kind of thing, I'll definitely like keep you guys in the loop. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to, you know, talk about something that hasn't happened yet, get hopes up, piss off people, whatever might come along with that. I don't want to start that drama or get that excitement going if it's not going anywhere. That's pretty much where we're at. You know, we're almost exactly, if not just over a year into our channel, and I've met a lot of really cool people. I've done a lot of really cool things because of this channel. I'm not going anywhere. This is my, you know, this is literally everything I think about is fucking building my car and driving and doing anything. And when I'm not doing that, I'm fucking playing Assetto Corsa like a madman. Which, by the way, if you guys are on Assetto Corsa, check out the Lone Star server. Actually, real quick, they're doing a Backy competition, which by the time this video comes out, it will be posted, either already posted or will be posted very shortly. And I'm pretty sure I made the cut. I don't know exactly, so we'll see. But if I did, there'll be a link in the description. Go check it out and vote for your favorite backwards entry, because that'd be cool to win. But yeah, I've been playing that, so if you guys want to get it, like if you guys have a Assetto Corsa, you're looking for a good server with like real tandems. But yeah, that's pretty much where I've been dealing with my life shit. I've pushed a lot of people away. I've cut a lot of people in my life out of my life that I don't really feel should be a part of my life. And I've just started recently like repairing some of the people I pushed away that I didn't mean to push away. That's where it's at. That's why things have been so weird lately. And let's test fit this real quick and see where we need to cut it, and then we'll do the other side and be good to go. Now that I kind of got a grasp of it, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys kind of how to do this. So you take whatever size die that you're going to be using, what size brake line. I'm using 3/16. You kind of set it up so that the top of your brake tube hits is as high as the first shelf on this die. So don't forget to put your fitting on, because I've done that 3 times today. So then you tighten everything down, put the die in, tighten I don't know what, the driver maybe? I don't know what this is called. Tighten it down till the die is flat. Then you remove the die. And this gives you kind of a unofficial bubble flare. So then all we have to do is we have to just drive down the inner part of it to get our double flare. And there we go, there's our flare. Alright, so I've got the last line that runs underneath the car made. Unfortunately, I ran out of the 3/16 flares. All I've got is the metric ones, and then I don't have the right size T's for the metric ones, so kind of at a standstill. And so real quick, if you guys aren't familiar exactly with what we're doing, I was going to kind of just give you a quick rundown on the system. So we've got the Wilwood 3/4 master with the GK Tech like adapter plate and pin and everything. Then my brake lines run down to a T right here, and that goes to the wheel and keeps coming forward, goes down. I put another T here. Come on, focus. The line comes down and there's that T again. And that's just, I put a riv nut in so that would bolt into place. And then the other line comes up, goes back up on top of the frame rail. And it comes up about here, runs back. It'll go into another T, which will be around where my finger is here. Just be a small piece that goes from the T to the brake line, then to the wheel, and then another small piece that goes from the T to the proportioning valve. So essentially what we've done is in one loop we've eliminated 3 hard lines that run across the top of the firewall. One thing I'm anxious to find out though is how that Wilwood master is going to feel. I don't know if it's the right size. It's kind of just what comes in that brake booster delete kit when you buy it from Chase Base, so that's what we went with. So Michael's been running, but in my opinion, at least when he just had his front brakes hooked up to that master cylinder, his brakes felt like shit. It was just, the pedal was like you were stomping on concrete, and it didn't really have that much brake force. And that's strictly because the displacement from the master cylinder wasn't suitable for the pot size on the stock S13 calipers when you're only running 2 calipers. Now, instead of, his 2 pot calipers, I've got 4 pot calipers up front, and then I've got another 2 pots combined in the rear. So I've got 10 pots total, where he had 2. So I know my pedal will feel much better than his did. I'm just not sure if it's gonna feel like it did with the 15/16 master. Alright, so this brake line is in, even though you can't see it. It comes right in there. Alright, so I've got to make one more line like this, just out of the NiCop with 2 ends. I need to make one line like so, and then we'll be good to go. So I guess that really brings us down to the end of the video. We kind of talked about some stuff about the future and where things are going. Things are looking bleak. I don't know where Thrash Chassis is going. Obviously, I enjoy doing this, so I'm going to continue to bring videos and content, and I'm not going to stop driving. I'm going to keep bringing that, but a lot of this channel was the VH. I know a lot of you guys came for the VH, and that's done for now, at least. Once Michael really kind of figures out what his next step is, and confirms that and it's set in stone, we're going to make a video kind of filling you guys in on exactly what is going on, and give you some closure, if nothing else. So I'm really sorry that I couldn't bring you guys the rest of the VH stuff. I hope you guys stick around, and I hope you guys can be excited about my drifting career. But I know for the most part, most of you guys who came via YouTube's algorithm, at least, were here for the VH stuff. And I hate to see you guys leave, but I just don't think that's the path that this channel is going to continue on. I really hope you guys tune back in for the next episode, finishing up my brake project and kind of reviewing how the 3/4 master feels on my Z32 brakes up front and stock S13 rears. I do have some plans on doing a 5-lug conversion on the rear, but still maintaining S13 brakes, so that'll be a project. And then again, we are going to be caging the car this winter, in hopes to kind of dive into some more, at least more seat time and potentially some more competition type atmosphere, because that was a lot of fun at Bash, and I didn't even really get a chance to compete. It was just one event or one set, but I found a lot of things that I can fix, and I'm really excited to get some more seat time and try new things. So I hope you guys will stick it out with me, and in the meantime, shred some tires, burn some rubber for the homies, keep this VH swap in your mind, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Oh, and don't forget, go vote for your boy over there on the Lone Star Assetto channel. There's a link down in the description. Hopefully I made it into the Backy Challenge. If not, still go check them out. These dudes are shredding it on Assetto Corsa. And definitely, if you guys are into Assetto Corsa and sim drifting and everything, go check out Lone Star Assetto. Come join us on the server. Check us out on Facebook. These dudes are awesome. They're running, we'll jump on the server, run like 12-car trains and everything, and it's just wild. Lots of fun. Good like supplemental seat time. It's definitely not a replacement, but it's taught me a lot already, and I can't wait to get back in the driver's seat, shred some tires, and test out some of the stuff I learned. So, like I said, link in the description. Go check it out. Join us on the server, and let's shred some shit. Let's shred shit.